Here we go now, our pace car about ready to pull in. The field will now tighten up as they get ready for the start of this feature. And here with the call is Russ Dowd.
Pace car is in, and they now work their way through 3 and 4. They'll dress themselves to the start-finish line, and a green flag flies from Chris Hopkins. Car number 96. Kurt Brainerd out of Canton, Connecticut, jumps from the pole position and leads the charge. Right on his bumper, car number 33, Bo Gunning, the Partica Chevrolet sponsored race car to the high side. Gunning wants to lead this one from flag to flag. Will he do it? The answer is no, as Brainerd is credited by leading lap number 1. Through turns 1 and 2, Gunning continues to challenge as the rest of the field tries to sort itself out. Off the second turn down that long back straightaway, Gunning now out in front by a half a car length. They exit turn 4. Gunning moves out in front. He will be scored as the leader on the completion of lap number 2.
Frank Cardeal, the rookie, making fine moves as he holds the number 3 spot, but he feels the heat from Mike Paquette, who now ducks to the inside groove. Cardeal holds him off that time, but let's see what happens in turn 4. Here they come, the AC Delco feature. A good one coming your way, and a little problem in turn 4. Tom Tagg with a problem as the number 3 drops quickly off the pace. Problems for Tom Tagg, and that brings out the caution.
Gagnon also had gone around Raleigh between 3 and 4, and between the two of them, there appeared to be enough reason to drop the caution flag. So we will regroup the field, but Bo Gunning jumps from his 3rd starting spot right out in front and takes the lead at the completion of lap number 2. It looks like he is getting that car to turn left and to go down the straightaways exactly the way he wants it to.
Frank Cardeal picks up at the rear of the pack. We thought he lost a tire, but here we go. Green flag, and here's Russ once again.
Down to the line they come. It is Bo Gunning to set the pace, and down on the inside to challenge for second, Mike Paquette in car number 1. Paquette now has a slight advantage right on his rear bumper. Is the 13. They settle the argument. The 75 of Anderson. Here comes the 86, the man they call the Snake, Bobby Georginas. He's up to round out the top 5. Bob Potter on a roll with car number 51 moves into the 6th spot. And remember Steve Shawansky in his qualifying heat? The man who went all the way around everybody else on the high side. He currently runs 7th and is headed towards the front with the 57.
Oh, sliding through the infield is John Steed in car 55. He gets back on the grid, however. And look at this now, a battle for the number 2 spot. Christopher moving in now behind Bo Gunning.
So this is the classic battle here at the Stafford Speedway between Ted Christopher and Bo Gunning. They run bumper to bumper. Mike Paquette right there as well. John Anderson, a great run for him with car number 75. His team car, the 57, is right behind him, and the only thing between them is Bob Potter in the 51. Three white cars in positions 4, 5, and 6. And the 57 of Jawanski does a 360 on the front stretch. Let's see if he can keep it going. He does not. The car comes to a stop right on the grass on the front straightaway. So the yellow flag is out, and this sets the stage for one of those classic restarts that we see so often here at Stafford between, this time, Ted Christopher and Bo Gunning.
Ah, yes.
Now, Mike Paquette motioning for Tony Leckie to come down. He has something apparently he'd like to tell him. So Teddy will head to the pit area with the 13.
He's got to go all the way around the track. You can't just dive into the pits from there. Chris is looking like he's going to be a little more emphatic this time to Teddy.
Tough break, but that so many times that happens with a new race car. You think you've got everything all sorted out, and then all of a sudden a minor problem like that will develop. And in terms of all of the other potential problems, a leak like that is a minor thing, but you can't run with it.
No, that's right.
You might as well just pour ice cubes out on the racetrack behind you. It gets that slippery on the asphalt surface. All right, so Chris is checking the car over.
He is not dumping now, is the word we're getting. And apparently the problem has corrected itself. Or whatever.
Okay. Don't shoot the messenger, folks.
Don't shoot the messenger, that's right.
All right, pace car is in. Here we go, boys and girls. Green flag is out. Bo Gunning will win this drag race. Down to the line they come, and it is car number 33, setting the pace across the stripe. Teddy right there with him. Mike Paquette is there, and here comes car number 51, Bob Potter. This one is shaping up to be a great, great race. We've got problems down in turn number 1, the 07 Bert Marvin's car, up against the Armco. Right, how about John Anderson?
All right, if you have to pick a dark horse, let's take a previous winner, Rick Donnelly.
And we can't leave out Bob Potter.
No way.
Here we go. Green flag displayed one more time, and it's Bo Gunning jumping right on the throttle. His alarm clock went off right on time. Into turn 1. Look at the battle for second. Paquette down underneath the 13 of Christopher. Side by side, they exit turn 2, head down that 500-foot straightaway. Into turn 3, Paquette down on the inside. Christopher has the outside groove. Paquette inches ahead as they exit turn 4. Christopher pulls right up alongside at the start-finish line. It is a real race for second, and Teddy takes it in just that much deeper into turn 1. Ted Christopher now moves into second spot.
Meanwhile, twin brother Mike is taking over the number 5 spot for Bob Potter. How about that move?
Teddy looks to the outside of Bo Gunning as they head down the front straightaway. Back to turn 1. Teddy pulls up alongside to challenge Bo Gunning for the lead. Down the back chute. One more time they go. Bo has the advantage into 3. Teddy continues to take it in deep. Off the 4th turn, back down to the line. Christopher on the high groove, Gunning on the low groove. Now they're even Stephen Raleigh into 1.
Great action all through the pack, and particularly for that lead. Here they come one more time. Gunning and Christopher. Whack! What action. This is great. This is what it's all about, folks. Lap number 14 is now complete.
Across the stripe they go, completing the 3rd lap of wheel-to-wheel, side-by-side racing, and the yellow flag is out, so this battle is far from over. We've got problems. The Frank Cardile car has gone around, and it looks like the John White 27 car. So those two machines involved in event happening up around the turn 4 area. But phew.
Who is right?
Steve Lombardo takes the 78X, which is also affiliated with the Mike and Ted Christopher stable. But we are set for a go. Tighten up your seatbelt one notch, folks, because this is going to be another goodie. Pace car is in. Teddy Christopher just pulls out a little bit. Bo Gunning lags behind. Bo jumps on the throttle when he does. The green flag comes out. Perfect timing for Bo. Teddy's going to have to set him up one more time. Christopher drops in for second. Paquette holds on for the third spot. Look at the battle for fourth. It is the 75 of Anderson. Right there is Mike Christopher, last week's winner in car number 82. Halfway this time. 15 down, 15 to go. Teddy looks to the inside. Bo gets a little bit loose off the floor. Teddy dove to the inside, now goes to the outside. They're back between 1 and 2. Bo Gunning with about a 2-car length advantage, and look at that advantage shrink as Teddy dives to the inside. The door gets closed, and Christopher and Gunning continue to go at each other out here. We've got a spin down in the infield off the backstretch. It looks to be the 96. And the yellow flag will come out once again. Had some tremendous action in the back of the pack as well. Great race program here tonight. Okay, pace car is in. We're going to try it one more time. The green is out. Here comes Bo Gunning. 4 times in a row, he's been able to grab the advantage on the restart. A master as the restarts. Bo Gunning brings them back into turn number 1. Keep an eye on Ted Christopher. The car handles on the high groove, on the low groove, anywhere he puts it. He looks to the inside, thinks better of it, tucks right back in. Suddenly drops up about a half a groove, now right back down to the rear bumper. Anything he can do to drive Bo Gunning stark raving mad. Back through 1 and 2. Bo Gunning, Ted Christopher, Mike Paquette, the 75 of Anderson, the 51 of Potter, the 82 of Mike Christopher, the 2 of Rick Donnelly, the 86 of Georgitis. That's how they run. Top 5 cars. Nose to tail across the line. Eddie looks to the inside.
And great battle going on between Mike Christopher and Rick Donnelly. They've been side by side, and contact.
Anderson and Paquette came together. John trying to dive down low underneath the Paquette automobile. That simply didn't work. And so we are back to caution with Mike Paquette, who was running right up there near the front of the pack, going around and ending up in the infield. Here in the United States.
Okay, here we go, heading for that green flag again. In goes the pace car, and this time, a problem on the restart as Gunning goes spinning. Whether he was helped along on that one, we don't know, but we'll find out.
All right, so we will go back to yellow. This, of course, was a case of the lazy green, played by Chris Hopkins. So, here we go.
All right, the pace picks up, and they wind him up, and this time, Gunning does again get the jump on Christopher. They saunter up a little high, but here comes Christopher right back, and now they're side by side into turn 1. Look at this action now. Christopher on the backstretch will edge out ahead of Gunning, and behind him all kinds of scrambling also going on. So it's Christopher in the lead.
And Brother Mike spins coming off of 4. He's in the group, however. Green flag remains out, and Teddy has the lead. Bo Gunning runs in the second spot. Third, a great run for John Anderson tonight in the Mystique Motorsports sponsor, car number 75. Then we go back to Bob Potter in the 51, who sits in position 4. Rick Donnelly rounds out the top 5. Then Lloyd Igor, who has not been here for quite a while, in the 6th spot. A great run for him in car number 22.
Okay, they start to spread out just a little bit now, and we'll see who'll try to mount the next challenge. We've got just 9 laps to go now as they cross the line. Anderson has closed right in on the back bumper of Bo Gunning. In fact, Gunning gets up just a little bit high. He got squirrely in turn 1, but Anderson could not take advantage of it.
They exit turn 4, and this time we will put 22 up on the scoreboard. It is car number 13, Ted Christopher, followed by Bo Gunning, the 75 of Anderson, the 51 of Potter. Those 3 cars running nose to tail. Then it's just about 2 car lengths back to Rick Donnelly, to Lloyd Igor, and the 86 of Bob Georgitis. Ted Christopher with about a 10 to 12 car length advantage now. Leads them back down across the line. 23 on the scoreboard. 7 laps remain. That's it. In this feature event, the AC Delco sponsored modified feature. Here comes Potter. Tries to make a run down low. Can't make the move. Now takes a quick peek to the high side. Gunning, Anderson, and Potter. All three appear to be about as equal as 3 cars could possibly be. They run single file off the second turn. Potter actually got up and touched the wall that time off him too. Just a quick spark flew off of the 51 car automobile. Jerry Savage retires the 88 down into the infield.
5 laps remain now, and who will be making the bid? It surely looks good right now for Ted Christopher as he continues to increase his lead. But right back behind him, 3 more cars fighting for that number 2 spot. Then another batch of 3 cars fighting for 5th place.
Probably an indication of just how competitive this division is. Mike Christopher got into a little trouble, spun, coming off of 4, kept the car running, but was victorious last week here. He won the event and is now having a tough time getting back through the pack, so that'll give you an idea just how competitive this whole division really is.
Well, one more time into turn 1, and it's still Gunning holding that number 2 spot. Anderson 3rd, Potter 4th. Now, as they cross the line this time, for our leader, it will be just 2 laps to go.
Gunning running in that 2nd spot. Anderson 3rd, and the 51 of Potter rounds out the top 4 cars. Teddy is pretty much gone at this point. But a great battle continues for 2nd. Look at him now. Between 3 and 4. Anderson and Potter get side by side there for a minute. White flag lap. Ted Christopher, less than a half lap from victory. Can smell it, can taste it, and wants it. And as he heads down the front straightaway, he gets it. Ted Christopher is your winner tonight, followed by Bo Gunning, John Anderson, Bob Potter, Rick Donnelly, Floyd Agor, Bobby Georgitis in car number 86. So that is it. The unofficial rundown of tonight's feature event for the modifieds, and what a race it was. And that right-hand turn takes him to victory lane.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Plainville, Connecticut, number 13, Ted Christopher. While the photographers are taking Teddy's picture, we have a gentleman here from AC Delco, Roy Schoenfeld, that has been kind enough to come by and add some sponsorship to this event, and we'd like to thank you very much for your participation, and I'd like your thoughts about it.
Well, you're very welcome. AC Delco is very, very happy to sponsor racing all over the country, and particularly here at Stafford Speedway. And I'd like to congratulate the driver of the 13 car on a real exciting and a fine race.
Thank you very much, Roy.
Tail off, that was really good. I really want to commend Bo Gunning, giving me a lot of room out there. This new car, we've had a lot of problems with it, and it's come along pretty good. We're still really down on power a lot, and it works outside and inside unbelievable. I really like to thank Brad LaFontaine and Troyer Engineering. It's a really beautiful car.
It was terrific racing. It just seemed like, we want to say that Bo slowed down, but it looked like you just motored away. What did he just? Did you motor away, or did he slow down?
Well, he was really slow going into the turns, you know, and that's why a couple of times, that one time about halfway, I had him on the outside, you know, and then the yellow come out, and we were a lot, you know, faster than he was. He was just slow in the turns, and once I got in front, I could run my own pace, and the car really ran good.
We were all really confused about what was going on early on. Stop, look. What were they telling you?
Yeah, I think the car was leaking a little bit of water. Once I was following behind him in the beginning there, it was a little hot. But once I got into second, the car cooled down and it didn't start pouring out anymore. Yeah, that's one of the little problems we have to fix. It's brand new. You got to get all the bugs out of it.
Well, on behalf of Stafford, AC Delco, Ted Christopher, congratulations on a great ride.